Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about sketching. Since I've had a lot of people make comments about sketching and they're having problems with doing their sketching. A lot of people have asked me about the sketching equipment. I've already made a previous video pertaining to my products that I bought pertaining to sketching and things that I needed for field inspection itself, but I decided I'd make a video today to kind of run through a little bit pertaining to that topic. Okay, so a lot of you who've already been following me, you know that when I first started off, I just bought the basic, and that's what you see in my hand here is just a little basic sketching machine. You know, when they want you to do the little trials when you first start off, and they want you to go out and take a couple of pictures and sketch off your home and all of that good stuff. Okay, so I bought the little small one here. It didn't cost me much, probably about $7 or $8. Got it off of Amazon, and of course you can see there from the front there's the little digital thingy, and it works out pretty good because it's on the bottom by the wheel. So I just use my feet and click it to restart it back to 0, and it does the count. Okay, I realized early on that this would not work for a lot of the locations that I was going to. Even though it did serve its purpose, I realized that it wasn't going to actually get the job done when it comes to going to larger locations, or shall I say homes that probably have a lot of rocks, you know, things of that nature around the house, landscaping and stuff, and you can't get around it. And when you're trying to do this wheel, it'll skip the steps, and this one right here would not do the job. And I knew that it wouldn't give me an accurate enough reading for the size and distance of the home or the commercial building. So with that being said, I decided to get another one that I knew would get the job done. And this is what I like to call my little heavy duty. This is the bigger wheel here. And as you can see it here, it collapses. And it's made from the same company. What is that? Zozen, Z-O-Z-E-N. I got it from Amazon as well. Of course, it wasn't $7. It cost me a little bit more than that. I don't know for sure how much it was, but I'll leave a link if I can in the description. But you just snap it together, and it becomes this long wheel. And now you have a big wheel, and this one will go over rocks and all and give you a better accurate reading. And of course, it has the same thing as the other one, which is a little digital thing down at the bottom. And all you have to do is click it. You know, it rolls a little bit. Let me see if I can get it to give me some numbers. Okay, you can see some of the numbers over in the corner. And then when you click it, it takes it back to 0 to the start. So I bought this one, and I use it now more than I use the other one. But since I've been doing more commercial, I haven't had to do as much sketching. So this one is more used for like my high value homes, because I'm most definitely still taking those. And this one right here is my handy dandy. I like to call it that because I take this one with me when I'm doing commercials. Most definitely, it's inside of my pack, and I keep it in the little pack that it came with. And inside of the pack as well is a measuring tape. Now the measuring tape didn't come with this. The measuring tape came with the big wheel, but I keep it inside of the bag with the small one, and I zip it up, and it has a carrying handle on the side. So I take this one with me when I do commercial work. So, because a lot of the commercial work, they'll ask you on the files if there's a parking space, and if you say yeah, they do have parking, then it always asks the square footage of the parking. Well, I don't want to have to be walking around with this big thing on my back because it comes inside of a backpack. I didn't want to be walking around with that when I could just easily tote this along with my clipboard. So I would bring this one along with me, and I will pull it out and do my little sketching on the parking area, give me a reading of what the sketching is there, and then from that I'll know exactly what my numbers are, and I don't have to worry about toting anything heavy. So for those of you who are having problems with doing the sketching, now I don't know what type of program you use, but most of the time for me, I have actually been using Rapid Sketch, and that is only because most of the companies have wanted me to use Rapid Sketch. They have a connection to Rapid Sketch and it's easier for me to do it. I've learned how to use it to actually get my sketches done. And if you are in some sort of need to learn how to do it, at least the basics, I do have a PDF that I have created for sketching. It's located inside of my website, D. Michelle, of course, under the digital downloads, and it says Sketching Basics 101, and it's using Rapid Sketch. So if you're interested in that, it's there. You can download that and get that over there in the website, and it'll help you out tremendously with the basics. I go from detail to detail, step to step to step to step, and explain to you exactly what's happening and what you're using and what this means. And I draw a complete whole image of a home, and I even actually add a couple of little things to it so that you can get an idea of exactly how it works. I know that they gave me, when I started, there was like little quick videos for you to go in, and they'll talk for like a minute or so and show you how to go from here to there. But the details were not in the drawing, and you know, I'm not knocking the companies that actually do it that way, but it was not as helpful for me as I would have liked it to be. So I had to kind of like maneuver around and learn how to do the basics on my own, which is why I created the PDF to help those of you who are interested in getting it, so that you can kind of learn without having to dig and, you know, be so stressed out when it comes to actually doing a sketching of your first inspections. Especially, and this is especially for those of you who are new to actually doing field inspections and you're freaking out every time you get one that says it requires a sketch. You want to learn how to actually do the basics of sketching in order to be able to maneuver your way to larger sketches, you know, because some of these houses can be, those houses can be so big and have so many curves and corners, and you look like you're sketching a castle built into another castle. It's just, it can be too much and overwhelming, and the only way you're going to be able to get through it is to at least learn the basics of sketching, and then the rest of it will come natural to you. So with that being said, once again, dmichelle.com. Under the digital download tab, I have a PDF there for you to purchase and download from there that says Sketching Basics 101 using Rapid Sketch. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have found this video to be informative, to help you out at least a little bit on what type of equipment that you'll need to use. Once again, I'll try to put it down in the description for you, for those of you who didn't get it on the last video that I made showing the equipment that I use. The large wheel comes with, well, I guess I put it up. Okay, it comes with the measuring tape. And I guess you're saying, what do I use the measuring tape for? Okay, I use the measuring tape because sometimes if there's, let's say, stairwells, if they have stairs, then you know the railings, they want the railings to only be divided by a certain amount of inches in between. And this is for mainly the safety of children. You know how children like to run up the stump and then the beat them fell through. So it has to be close within a certain amount of proximity. So this right here, I use it for that, and I use it for the measuring height. So I make sure that I take this, especially when I'm going to apartment complexes, I take this along with the small one so that I can measure. So this one comes in the bag with the large one, and I'm gonna show you, give me a second. This is the bag that it comes in here. It says Zozen, Z-O-Z-E-N, collapsible measuring wheel, and inside of that is that one and this. And on the back, of course, it's a backpack. If y'all seen any of my videos when I show you walking through the streets, you'll probably see it where it's done slid down and it's hanging off the bottom of my butt and just causing all types of ruckus on my back. But I hate to wear it most of the time, and I don't know, maybe it's because the name is so big on the back, or maybe it's because I just don't want to have it on. I don't know, but it comes in good handy when I'm going to big places. I pull that big wheel out and make sure if I go to a commercial building and they want me to sketch that big building off, I make sure I pull that one out because I've seen it on the file before I even got there that it requires a sketch. But if it doesn't require a sketch and I Google the location, I see it's a small location, and I know that they're going to want to know the square footage for the parking, I always take the smaller one. But I always make sure that I have this with me no matter what, because it comes in most definitely, because they're going to want to know what is the distance between your measuring as far as the railings is concerned on these apartments and inside of these buildings on their stairwells. So with that being said, I hope you guys found this video to be informative. Once again, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll be bringing you something back later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great and blessed day.